Denise Richards and the lovely Riley.
And the lovely Lulu. We have a guest on our show today, Riley. We found Riley on the street outside, so we picked him up and we brought him in with us today. And we thought, you know what? Lulu needs a friend. So they're buddies now.
Yeah.
They're already good friends.
They've been playing.
Actually, Riley is the dog of Immokalee here in M&M, where we are recording this today. And so we wanted to bring him in and let him say hi. So they're having a lot of fun. They're good buddies. So special thanks to Mike and Randy at M&M for letting us use their studio. We used it for our last few videos, actually. And it's a great place. They're up in Fort Myers. And if you need a place to visit, they do a great job. The show, I'm done. The show's got taken away from the fun dogs. Look at them.
They are pretty amazing.
They're having a good time. Anyways, we'll say bye to Riley. Riley, we'll see you later so we can get on with the show.
Honey.
It's good to have Mike and them here today. Thanks, Mike, for bringing them in.
M&M Multimedia right off of Andrea Lane in Fort Myers.
Yeah, great place. If you want to do some podcast videos or if you need help with any of your website building or SEO.
Or how to get found on Google.
They do that for you. They'll help you get found on Google. They'll get you a Google placement. They are awesome. So July's a little boring.
Well, after July 4th is over, there's like no more holidays.
No more holidays. That's the problem. So usually we've been introducing or saying welcome or congratulations to our holidays. Enjoy your holidays. But there's nothing in after July, I don't think, of any importance.
I think every day is a holiday here in beautiful Florida.
Oh, holiday, vacation day. So sorry about that. Hey, let's talk about pending homes. And I've been watching the MLS quite a bit recently, and I've seen a lot of homes that were pending. What does pending mean? Well, it's when a home goes under contract. The realtor changes it to pending, which means there's not going to be any more showings typically, and that the home's probably going to close in the next 30 to 45 days. I've seen a lot of those pending homes come back on the market. Now, let's talk about why and also the time frame. So
if they go back on the market, that means they never sold, right?
Never sold.
Okay.
That means they're available for people to look at again and purchase or make a contract on. So a lot of times I see homes, they'll come back on the market after being pending for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Typically when I see that, I have a understanding that it's probably something to do with the inspection, or they just got cold feet and they backed out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Longer time period, speak to that. If a home's been on the market 30 days and then it comes back active.
See, there's really two places in a contract in the timeline of when you can walk away from the transaction. And the first is during the inspection, like you just touched on. The second is the financing contingency if there's a mortgage in play. If that borrower doesn't get approved, they can walk away if it's done before the financing contingency is up. Usually it's close to the contract date.
Yeah.
But if that's happening to somebody and they're getting turned down that close to the closing date, my best guess is the lender didn't ask the right questions up front.
Uh-oh.
They probably wanted to find out what the people could do, not what they should do, and didn't take all the information.
Bummer. Make sure you have the right
Especially
lender.
For that seller and the real estate agent.
Everybody.
And the poor person who thought they were buying a house.
Yeah. And now they're in trouble.
Yeah.
So the other thing, too, I've seen is somebody goes out and buys a truck a couple days before closing, and the lender repulls credit in underwriting and sees that they just have a new loan on a vehicle, and they have a $700 a month payment that wasn't calculated in previously.
Yep, and that goes right back to the right questions up front.
So don't do that. And the right education. A lender needs to educate a buyer. Don't go out and buy a car anytime until we close. After closing, do what you want. Max out your credit cards, buy a car, go get a new cell phone, because cell phones pull credit reports a lot of times when you set up a new service. Don't do anything that requires you to pull credit.
Exactly. No new inquiries.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was home insurance and how the home insurance rates here in this great state of Florida are going up like crazy.
They are going up, but I can't say they're higher than what they are up north.
Really?
That's what I've been seeing. That's what my folks have been telling me.
I don't live up north. I don't know.
Well,
I don't.
These are the people that I talk to.
You got a good people. You got a lot of people. I need some people. Insurance rates here have been relatively low, I think. Of all the homes we've owned in Florida, like insurance typically will run me anywhere from $100 to $125 a month. That's the ballpark for the single family homes I've owned. Now, none of those had pools. Sometimes when they have pool, insurance is a little bit more, but that's a ballpark. But now what I'm seeing is anywhere from about $175 to $225 a month. So they've almost doubled. Now, that's just not a standard number. I'm not giving you that. I got people you can talk to that can give you those exacts, but that's what I'm seeing. So homes right now in the $300,000 to $500,000 range, you may be paying anywhere from around $1,800 a year to maybe $2,200 a year ballpark. And those have jumped up a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I'm told that a lot of the carriers have left Florida, some even filing bankruptcy. So it's limited who we have to choose from. And I think with that, I should also remind our audience that it's super important that you're working with an insurance agent that has multiple carriers at his disposal.
That's right. Great point. I have a client who I sold a house to 3 years ago, and her and her husband just got a letter from their insurance company making them buy a roof.
Yes.
They have to put on a new roof, and if they don't, they will drop them for insurance. And you may be asking, what happens if your insurance company drops you? Florida has a company that's in Florida, and it's called Citizens, I believe, and they basically force insurance on you. And I've seen those rates; they are no bueno.
Ghastly.
Ghastly. Wow, I'm Spanish and she's ghastly. They are expensive to get forced, so you want a good insurance. You don't want your insurance dropped.
Right.
So they're requiring, a lot of insurance companies are requiring people to have good roof on. I was talking to an insurance lady today, and I asked her about the roof situation, and she said most carriers right now require that your roof have at least 5 years left of life on them. So I said, who determines that? And that is your inspector typically, and we know a good inspector. Let's talk about him real quickly.
Vic Nickel.
Is that a word? Vic Nickel.
Vic Nickel.
Vic Nickel is full house inspections or full home inspections.
Full house.
Full house, like the show that used to be on. I used to watch that show. Great show. Full house inspections, and throwback to the 90s and maybe 80s. When was that show on?
It was 90s.
Awesome. I'm not quite that old. And so full house inspections. Vic does a great job, him and his buddy John, and they do a great job of inspections. They will help you with a wind mitigation or a 4-point inspection, so that actually helps your insurance costs be lower.
It also helps side off anything about the house that's not going to be good. How about an improper inspection done and then someone's left with a horrible roofing problem? All home inspectors are not created equal. No
bueno. So make sure you give Vic or his buddy John a call. They will take care of you. Their information will be below in the description, and they will help you keep your insurance rates down. I actually had another client as well, too, who never had a 4-point inspection on his home. He had lived in the home for 9 years here in Florida, and he was not getting the discounts on his insurance. He did the inspection. I think it cost $200 and something for the report, and it saved him $900 a year. He was missing out on that for 8 years. Yeah. That's a lot of money. So make sure you do that. The other part of that equation is a good insurance company, as Denise mentioned. We know a few of those. We mentioned Travis Thawley before with Chapman, but today we're going to mention Mike McDonald. He is on a couple of our networking groups. Mike is with McDonald Insurance Farm.
He's the owner. It's veteran owned. If you do get that letter about your insurance getting canceled because you need a new roof, please don't go out and just buy a new roof.
No.
Please give one of our agents a call and find out what can be done.
Talk to Mike.
I've seen roofs that have lots of life left in them, and the insurance agent is requiring it to be replaced.
Silly. Talk to Mike before you go and spend tens of thousands of dollars on getting a new roof just so that you can keep insurance. Smart thing to do. He'll talk to you for free.
Yeah, he will.
Mike's a nice guy. What else do we need to go over? I think that's it in regards to that. I wanted to mention something that I was thankful for today, because I know you always bring that up in our topic. And I was thankful. Today is such a good day. You know why? On my way here, I hit every green light. I couldn't believe it. I was supposed to get here at 2 o'clock. My GPS said 2:08. I ended up here at 1:58. I shaved 10 minutes off my time coming up here to Fort Myers today to Mike's studio.
See, that is time you got back.
Isn't that I'm so thankful for that. You ever have those days where you hit every green light?
Yes, I almost did this morning, so maybe it's something in the air.
It is something in the air. Enjoy the rest of your July, and we will talk to you soon. Have a great week.
Over and out.